Wildflower cross country course, Liberty, Missouri.
So right now this is our starting line. Eventually he's gonna get a double road over there, and so he's gonna be able to bump it out so we can get more
Wider start line.
Yeah, there's our entrance for spectators over there. So we've taken all the flags down, but the course kind of narrows here until we get to that corner by the hay bales. And the finish line is over here by this lake also.
What a gorgeous setting finish.
Oh, it's just a gorgeous setting for me. We're talking about next year extending this to go straight. It's going to take a lot of excavation work.
Right.
But if we are able to do that, it'll give us about 600 meters before a turn. And so that would be awful nice if we could do that. I think 10 feet. Now here it's wider because it's the beginning. But after we round this next corner, I think he tries to keep it somewhere between 10 and 12 feet wide the entire time. We're coming up on what he calls the second bridge. And he put this in, it used to be just the opposite, kind of a concave thing. And yet some people come in and build this bridge over here. It's the only time that you go over something twice. The only time in the whole course right now. So we stayed to the right the first time for the 5K for both races. And normally we've got all the branches cut down to 7 feet, and I think we're pretty close to that. It's really beautiful out here with all the walnuts and hedge apples, though you got to be careful. So we always have kids throwing those off the sides.
Hey man, you got to have some racing tactics.
Yeah.
Need some munitions.
This is the sharpest corner we have the entire time, and he's widened it out, so it's really not that bad. And here's where it starts narrowing to 10 feet. So there really aren't many major hills either way. There's a few minors. This is a minor downhill. Coming around the 800 meter mark will be up here. We've already picked up the sign, so there's a line on the ground up here for the 800 meters. And I bet I've measured it 30 times and it's always right around here. But it's just beautiful looking out both directions. This is the only place where you can see civilization. Everywhere else it's completely closed off by trees. Yeah. So we've got a lot of nice long straightaways and gentle curves. Roosterville Airport is right over here. You'll see it as we get up here. And
yeah, we had some flyovers today.
Yeah, they intentionally do that because it's kind of a neat thing for the kids to see the planes. And
not quite a B-12 bomber or a fighter jet, but
no, but they're pretty unique. So when I say it's right there, that's neat.
Wow.
You can see how close they are to the runway there.
That's cool. This straightaway is probably about 200 meters or so. It's, just little dips, but nothing really to slow you down. And then we do have a turn, but again, it's all gentle turns. Nothing too major. So not a lot of things to slow down your momentum on this place. Actually a stock pond, but nobody fishes it.
We used to go straight over here, but we had to add a little bit of distance. It was a little short last year, and we had something come up also. Anyway, we had to add a little bit of distance. I think we needed something like 70 meters, and so we added this little loop. It gave us a little bit more challenge, more of a hill. But with every uphill, there's a downhill, and it's also, it used to be a really tight turn, and it's no longer a tight turn. We do have the mile mark still out. Would you grab that for me? So here's the 1 mile.
Gorgeous flowers. What is that?
Yeah, well, he calls it wildflower. They're actually going to plant more wildflowers, just kind of go out and sprinkle the seeds. Thank you, Mike. You on? All right, here we go. He put somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 in seed in here last year. For spots like that we just passed, and by like that first turn. But it turned out to be the driest year in the last like 20 years, so all the money was wasted. He got a little bit of growth, but not what he needed. He wants to put enough seed out here. There's no dry spots, and he has 2 types of grass that he wants to put in. They're called. One of them's like a drought-resistant fescue, so we could run on a year-round, and it would always, no matter how hot, how cold, it would be runnable. And the other one is a stadium turf,
Right.
which would come up. There's a little spectator entrance to the right. So start here versus finish line. The other one is stadium turf, so it's the same turf that professional soccer and football players played on before they got the artificial grass. And he's already seeded it with, I think, both of those, but they just didn't take this last year. Fun little factories. There's a little dirt mound there.
Yeah.
Those are called turkey roosts, and they come out like at dusk, and just get some. They come out of the side, and they like scratch all around, make the whole thing, and
Wild turkeys too?
Yeah. He's got a lot of wild animals out here. We've seen all kinds of deer, turkeys. I mean, you know, of course, snakes and rats and all that stuff. But he's had beavers. Actually, I think he still does have a beaver out here. So now we've got a straightaway it's not quite 400 meters, but it's pretty darn close. See, the lead gator can always see what's going on, and it's
Both directions.
we are almost a mile away from the other side, so it's a pretty vast difference. I think even in the JV races, it's the only place you can see houses. When we were out here setting up, this big old buck was out in the grass. Came running over, jumped over that fence and caught its feet on the barbed wire.
Oh.
Took part of the fence down, so we had to come out and repair that. Okay, here's a mile and a half. You can see it's drawn on the ground. So we're just about halfway done. Some really nice homes over here. But he didn't want his family's owned this land since the 1850s, I think.
Wow.
And he wanted to do something with it, but didn't want it to be residential because he likes it too much.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could have sold it and made a ton of money, but
Yeah.
he said,
So his goal now is to use it to raise funds for Warrior's Best Friend, where they train
right?
homeless dogs, shelter dogs. They bring them back here and train them for
Therapy dogs.
well, it's for service dogs for wounded combat
Service
vets.
dogs. Thank you.
my favorite parts of the course because
Beautiful.
I like how it kind of goes to the undergrowth. 2 mile mark is right around this corner. There's a 2 mile mark on the ground.
Right there.
Right
It's
there.
2 miles.
But it's just, yeah, it's wonderful back here. So this is where we have to cut off. We kind of have a gate that cuts off to the left for the 5K, and we'll turn to the right. It's hard to get lost out here with the grass cut the way it is, and
Right.
the spectators and the flag setup. The flag setup's really pretty easy. It takes a while, but it's pretty easy. He calls this the old dam.
A little bit of a pond that's just about drained out.
The first
Right
meet
up.
we hosted out here last year, it was high enough that this one and the one on the other side of the dam, they actually connected.
Wow.
And then it's just been such a dry summer. This is the lowest it's been since he's ever been around. And he grew up on this farm. Like it's usually up to those rocks over there. Sometimes even a bit higher.
Are we about 2.5?
Not quite, 2.5, around the corner a little bit. I think right up here is 1.5 or 2.5. I may have missed it. It's right around here somewhere. There it is. Right there. We just passed it.
2.5.
Yep.
6/10 to go, and man, this is it's not a big hill, but it's a nice, consistent climb right here. You got 800 left, or 900 meters left.
Tent's all set up over here on our left. Eventually,
Start line back.
start line is right over there, yeah. Eventually, this is going to be parking, but that's a couple years down the road. The red and green.
Yeah.
So it's no wonder they call it Wildflower. He wants it to be wild. And I say, if you look kind of carefully, I don't know if you can see with the camera, but he has mowed a spectator path on the outside over there.
Right. Finish here on this little ridge, kind of a dam, and there's a creek, and then actually right where those rocks are is where the finish is. Great view to watch the final 400 meters.
Yeah, from the top of that hill you can watch, I think it's 400 meters from the beginning of the dam to the finish line. Start and finish lines where they are, and one of the reasons is there is a little bit of a turn here, but we now have a little over as like 120 meters up straight to the finish, and if you stand up on the hill, you can watch the last 400 meters of the race unfold, and the finish is just beautiful out on that, he calls the peninsula. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's really just a beautiful sight. I'm sure after 5,000 meters you'll see more beautiful sights.
Right there. Yeah. What a place.
Yep.
Gorgeous.